Welcome to Access Sportsnet Lakers. I'm Allie Clifton alongside Mike Bresnahan. And you know it's a great day when the Hall of Famer, Big Game James Worthy is here. How are you? Both of you.
Working in July. You got to love it.
We're not there yet.
Not there, June.
How's your off season going, Big Game?
Pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah. Just relaxing. Looking forward to the draft. And here we are. Golfing a little bit, paying some bills and things like that.
Can Allie and I join you one of these days?
I've been trying to get a Spectrum outing. I got some guys, Andrew, some other guys want to play. I haven't done it yet, but of course.
I don't think you want me on the links.
We'll be really good on the golf course,
bartender, Chris.
Yeah, bartender.
We'll take care of that.
There's a bar cart. You can drive that.
I'm all for that.
That'll be really fun.
We'll look that up.
We got you on that.
Yeah.
Good to see the both of you. The Lakers not only moved up once, they moved up twice in the second round. This tweet from ESPN NBA reporter David McMenamin. The Lakers have traded from number 55 to number 45, and then number 45 to number 36 per Shams Charania, trading up in order to draft Adou Thiero out of Arkansas. Now, here's a little more on the Lakers' 36th pick. A junior out of Arkansas, Adou Thiero is a 6'6", 218-pound forward. He spent 2 years at Kentucky with John Calipari before following him to Arkansas this past season. Arkansas defeated Kansas and St. John's before falling to Texas Tech in overtime in the NCAA tournament. And fortunately for all of us, Adou will be joining us here on the show in just a few minutes. But before we hear from him on what it was in terms of a special night, let's talk about the basketball player. Big Game, what do you think?
Yeah, to me, Adou is, again, a continuation of what the NBA prototype player is starting to look like now. 6'8", 6'6", 6'7", wingspan, defender. Adou is tough as nails. He's been under the tutelage of one of the coaches that prepares players to come into the NBA under Calipari. So the Lakers are getting a tough defender with size, and he can't be manipulated or bullied on defensive end. Is something that we have gone up against Minnesota, going up against some of the tough defenders at his size. So I welcome his toughness. Obviously got a lot of work to do, but great pickup for us.
James, great analogy. I mean, what the Lakers are getting is a guy who has a ton of ability. Just a real good athlete, some really good raw skills, 45 dunks last season at Arkansas. Played first 2 years at Kentucky, then he followed Coach Calipari to Arkansas and continued to be a very good two-way player there. Needs to work on his shot a little bit. He's only about a 28% career three-point shooter. Obviously, the deal is he's got the ability, he's got the NBA body, he's got great defensive skills. Can the Lakers work on that shot a little bit? He's got the D. Can he eventually turn into a 3-and-D type of player? But I love what I'm hearing about the kid. I mean, the Lakers obviously moved up not once but twice, as you alluded to, Allie. They wanted him all along. Cost him a future second-round draft pick and millions of dollars. We don't know the exact number of that, but probably I would say safe to say a few million to move up twice. You got to kind of bribe these other teams for their spots. Bottom line, they have Adou in the fold, James, and eager to see what he can do. One thing I've heard, kind of like a Dorian Finney-Smith player without the three-point accuracy. He'll have to work on that.
Yeah.
One thing's for sure, he's not only excited to be a Los Angeles Laker, he's excited to get to work. The Lakers have had some success picking in the second round in the past. Ivica Zubac was the 32nd overall pick back in 2016 and has flourished since his 2019 trade to the Clippers. Jordan Clarkson spent 4 good years here in LA before moving on to Cleveland and Utah. How about Marc Gasol, Luke Walton, Nick Van Exel? They were some other notable second-round picks. The Lakers hope their newest addition, Adou Thiero, can follow in these guys' footsteps. We want to welcome to the show and to Laker Nation, of course, the number 36 pick in the 2025 NBA draft, Adou Thiero. Adou, thanks for taking the time and congratulations. Absolutely. We're going to dive right in. Certainly just want to get your reaction to being called at 36 to join the Los Angeles Lakers. What was that moment like for you?
It's a blessing, just grateful to hear my name called at the end of the day. But, just to join a great organization like the Lakers, I can't even put it into words.
When you look at the style of play that the NBA has incorporated over the last 10 years, a lot of it has to do with defense and having stoppers on the team What do you think you're going to fit in, and what are you looking forward to? What kind of style of play are you looking forward to playing in the NBA?
So I'm ready to go in and do whatever I got to do to see the floor, help the team, just doing whatever Coach JJ need me to do.
Dude, my question is pretty simple. 24 hours ago, you had no idea you'd be drafted by the Lakers. You're going to be playing alongside LeBron James and Luka Doncic. When you think about that, what sinks in right now?
It's definitely crazy because it was like, damn, I was just watching them on TV. I was at a couple of Laker games, the playoffs. It was just, it's still crazy to, just think about right now. I still haven't made peace with it. I don't think I will anytime soon.
I think it's very true, Big Game. As we were talking about earlier, you're so overcome with emotion, which we just simply love to see. You come from a very athletic family. Your mom, your dad, they both played. Your mom was drafted by the Mystics. I believe your sister is out there dunking. What's the biggest advice you've been given from them?
Their biggest advice to me was, control what you can control. And I feel like I've, that's just stuck with me my whole life. And I've, anytime it's something I control, I just try and do my best at it. And just do what I do.
Is there any particular player in the NBA that you model your style after, or that you try to pick up something from?
I watch a lot of defenders, trying to pick up on what they do in the league. It's a different level. It's a lot of different stuff offensive players do in the league. So just trying to pick up off of OG Anunoby, Drew Holiday. He's a great defender. Just picking up on what they do, watching how they play defense.
Mike again. What's one thing you want to show Laker fans about your skill set, and what's one thing need to work on a little bit before you start hitting the NBA courts in a couple months?
I feel like just working on everything. I don't got nothing. I wouldn't say there's something specific. I probably should, get the shot consistent, but working on my whole craft, I'm just excited to do that. Get around guys who just want to keep working and just learn from them.
Before I ask you my final one, Adou, I saw the smile on your face when I mentioned that your sister's dunking. What was that moment like?
That was crazy. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little, because I think we started dunking at the same time. It was my sophomore year summer, and then she got hers. Yeah, she got her ducks. I was a little mad, I'll say. But she's dunking, so I just I gotta be happy for her. I told her she gotta learn some new tricks though. I don't want to see no more rim graders.
Nothing but love for the sibling rivalry and relationship there. We love it. I do want to end with a part of a quote I came across from your college coach, John Calipari, where he said, quote, "Adou is somebody that if you pass on him,